Good morning. Look at what we have on the bench today. This is a Craftsman 5248 bench vise. Really rusted. It's missing the swivel base, which I may be able to do something about that. It's not in bad shape. It's just dirty and rusty. Alright, it's not seized up, it still moves. Slowly, but it does move. Now, this belongs to a friend of mine, and he wants it fixed up, restored. So that's what we're going to do. First thing, take a little brush and clean some of the dirt off of it in the heaviest spots. Then we'll take it apart about halfway and we'll put it in some rust remover soak for a couple of days. Alright, let's disassemble this thing right quick if we can. Not a whole lot to these. I don't want to spray it with oil or anything unless I have to. Let's see, we can go down this way. Nope, it won't go down that way. Hang on, we're going to move it over here and anchor it down so maybe I can get a hold of it better. Alright, let's see if that's a little better. They're almost there. Here we go. Make it loose. Like I said, the swivel base is gone, but it's, I can't figure out a way to fix it. There's still a good tool. Still be made a usable vise. I believe at one time this one was either black or that, probably black, or that blue color they put on some of them, which I'm not a fan of. Now, before I take it apart anymore, it's going in a bucket to soak. That'll help soak the rust away from the jaws. From what I can tell, this is in very good shape, except for the rust. Now, where's our bucket? Little 2-gallon bucket. Old, dirty old bucket. It should work just fine. I may have to, after a couple of days, I'll turn it over and get the other side of it. Let's see, let's turn that this way. Alright, let's go outside and do something else with it. Look at one more thing. Alright, got it in the bucket. And we're gonna cover it with vinegar. We have enough. Save these jugs because I can reuse this for a similar project. And another gallon. The other gallon wasn't quite full. So. Regular old vinegar from the dollar store. For stuff like this, it's fine. If you use vinegar to pickle or anything you're gonna eat, this is just fine too. But some people like the different brands. Personally, I think it's all about the same. Okay, we'll just leave that right there. I don't have a lid for this bucket, so find something to cover it with, just so it's supposed to start raining today, so the rain don't blow in on it. And we'll let that sit for at least a day, maybe 2 days. We'll take it out next day or tomorrow, because this is early in the morning. Take it out tomorrow afternoon, look at it. All right, let's get back on our little vise restoration here. Now, I've tore it down as much as I can. The jaws are frozen on, the screws, and I don't see really necessary to take it all apart there. On the screw, that has been spot welded to keep this little keeper in there. I'm not going to break that loose. It'll still look nice, look clean. I'll straighten the handle out in the end. But chances are this vise is not going to get used, or not much anyway. It's going to be something to look at. So I'm going to spend a couple hours with the wire wheel and get down in between the hard spots there that I can't get to. Then I'll get a flat disc and clean it off really well. Get it handle straightened out and get it ready for primer and paint. So this one's very simple. Just the screw and the guide bar, and that's it. Wire wheel just like this. And the wide flat surfaces, I'll get the flat disc on the little grinder and clean that up. Yeah, we'll take a look at it here in a few minutes. Alright, there we go. Got it all cleaned up. Got the handle straight. I just set it on the anvil and knocked it out with a hammer. It's pretty soft metal. This side is done for right now. Next I'll go over it with some wipe it down, give it some acetone and tape off where I don't want the paint to be. I'm going to take it outside and spray it. Now this one here, clean this one up. Got some small wire wheels that'll go on the drill to get down in here. I think I do anyway. Now, same with these jaws here. They're in pretty good shape, so we're just going to leave them like they are. And that swivel base is gone off of this one. You can see it was broke off. Now, how in the world somebody would break that, I don't know, but don't have one to replace it anyway, so we're just gonna leave it like it is. I'm not gonna try to get that out. Still be a perfectly useful tool. Well, there we go. Let's get to cleaning on this one. I'm going to start with the flat disc first. Just a wore out. I forget what grit that is. We get it all cleaned up. Okay, that looks pretty rough, so I'm gonna get a different, little bit better grit disc, and we can't have that. That's got to be smoothed off a little bit better. All right, let's wipe her down a little bit. Got that smoothed out pretty good on the top there. Wipe it down with some acetone to get the rest of the dust off of it. Just like that. I'll take it outside to clean it. Color on this one, the fella requested green. So we got some hammered green. We're gonna do this one. I think it'll look good. I like green anyway. One of my favorite colors. There's a lot of dust left on there. Alright, just like that, I'll just keep wiping it down to get it good and clean. Take it outside and spray it. Alright, got a coat of paint on there, actually 2 coats. It's almost dry enough to work with. Now untaped little anvil section here, and we're going to blacken that with some gun blue. To help prevent any rust. Just like that. I'm just going to put it on with a Q-tip. Try not to get it on the paint. May have to put 2 coats on there, but that's okay too. Now after I peeled the tape off of this, I've wiped it down with acetone again. Even though that's painter's tape, there's still a little bit of stictum that'll get on there. Like that. Let that sit for a minute. Let's see, let's go ahead and do the jaws as well. That black and green is going to look good, ain't it? And the lettering, I'll paint that black also. And of course the handle will be gun blued too. I'll do that in just a minute. Alright, now I'm to the point where I can't see. So I'm just going to tip it up a little bit. And hold it in the back and do that. Alright, just like any other gun blue, we got a little cup of water here. Rinse it off a little bit. Just wipe it down. see where I did. Got the jaws right there. Let's see, let me get another paper towel. I should own stock in a paper towel company. I use a lot of them. Shop rags too. They're much more expensive than paper towels. That's why I usually mainly paper towels. Alright, see, it looks all splotchy. That's the way gun blue looks. Until you take some steel wool, just a little scrap piece, buff off that residue. Like that. Same thing over here. Now after you do that, where did it go? Hang on. A little bit of oil. I use this 3-in-1 is a go-to oil for almost anything. Been around for years and years and years. It's good stuff. A little bit of oil on there. Very light coat, light film, like that. And there we go. Okay, how cool is that? Now the only thing needs done to this side is the lettering. I'm going to highlight the lettering right there, but I want to make sure it's dry enough to touch, but I want to make sure it's good and dry. A couple more hours, because I have to lay it on its side. You can get a paint pen and do that. Like I said, I believe I'll do that black as well. Make it stand out a little bit. I've got all the fans on. It has turned summertime again, or springtime. And be just a little bit and it'll be dry. Now, next step, this one is still, I had to touch up this paint. So I'm going to take I can go ahead and gun blue the handle and this piece in here. I'm going to go ahead and do that exactly like I just did that. Alright, black paint and pen. Just going to highlight these letters. We're almost finished, y'all. If y'all have watched this long, thank you very much. A little bobble there, which happens. Alright, show it to you when it gets done. I'm just going to trace around. There we go. Now all that's left is put it back together. And we'll do that right now. Alright, maybe you can see that. I'm going to put a little bit of grease on the screw. That's still just a touch sticky in spots, so I'm just going to let it sit here like this, and I'll put it together and let it dry. But that's good enough to give us a good test and make sure it works right. Okay, that's enough grease. Don't want to over grease anything like that, because it will catch anything you work on the vise, metal shavings, wood shavings, anything like that. That will attract dust. I just got one screw in there holding it down. That's why it's wobbling like that. Oh yeah, there we go. Flat across the edge, which I didn't do nothing to that. It was already like that. And there we go. Just like that. Project done. Now let's take one more look at it. Oops. Forgot to do this jaw. Hang on, we're not done. Alright, now we're done. Alright, what do y'all think? I think it came out really, really nice. I would be proud to have it on my workbench. There we go. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your support. And I will see y'all next time.